Here we go. Sorry. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you this fine Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. My week's all messed up. Thursday.
Yeah, it is Thursday. So, a couple of things this morning. One, just got invited to the new Top Step feature with the dashboard.
Ooh,
I did finally get
nice.
it. So great. Yeah. Set your top that dashboard and follow the prompts. That's awesome. I am really pumped about that. So let's go see. No, I need to close this. Stuff going this morning. All right, where is it at in my dashboard? There's supposed to be a link in my dashboard. Maybe I need to refresh my dashboard. Refresh. Ooh. New X. There it is. New types count and the dashboard experience is now available. Click explore. Yeah. So now, great thing is we reset banks, all that good stuff. Oh, I gotta remember
Gotta
what my
re-enter your password,
is.
don't you? Yeah, let's not share that.
Yeah, let's not share that yet. Let me go figure out because I got it on saved on everything, so I don't ever look at it.
It's iHeartRoy/Linus. The slash makes it secure.
It's exactly what it is. Let's see, top step. Oh, it's not that hard. I mean, it's hard, but it's not. Let's see. I got to enter it twice, of course. There we go. So you can click. You want to click on here and show this real quick? Do it.
Yeah, my browser's hold on. The browser's kind of locked up. Yeah, go ahead and do it. There you go.
See that?
I can see that.
All right. So yeah, this is the new dashboard. So the reset bank. Your feedback matters now. On the trading combine rebuilds, you'll rebank or reset use anytime you need it. So that's actually very positive. Real-time trade processing. So your trade is automatically processed. Instant payout deduction. So this is a big one. If I would have had this the other day when me and Roy was talking, where I did not take payouts, I would have went on and took a payout right then at this point because I would have talked myself into it. Yeah. Another big one, you are in combine. So if you do a reset now, it extends your rebuild date for 30 days out from then instead of still coming back up. That's pretty good. And they give you 25% off new accounts. So then you still have your, let's save the password for that. We don't need to see that. Some other accounts. Just talks about stuff. You can look at your payouts you've gotten. I hadn't done any since then, so I don't know if it's achievements. If you get any certificates or anything, it pops up there. Then you get the help center. It's pretty neat. It is. Yeah. I'm gonna go on. It is 1,000 times faster than the old dashboard.
Yeah, that thing was rough.
Yeah, it was slow. It was bad. So good, awesome. We are 8:25 here. You did have some data this morning, so we can run through that real quick. You have initial jobless claims came out at 219,000, forecast 215, previous 213. Canadian PPI came out 1.6 compared to forecast 1.8. The Philly Fed Business Index 18.1, forecast 14.3, previous is 44.3. Seemed like a big difference there. I don't know what the big difference is.
Yeah.
And then you got Goolsbee speaking 5 minutes after open. You got 9 o'clock at U.S. Leading Index Chicago month over month coming out. So just be aware of what's going on today. And then you see Trump, balanced budget now. Let's give it a shot. Lots of money coming in from tariffs. Do it. Okay. I'm with you. The Donster. Let's do it. Let's balance the budget. We got Bookmap back up this morning. Of course, we don't have anybody here this morning yet. So Roy's got to leave at 9. If nobody's here when Roy has to leave, I might leave too because I'm not feeling the best today. So, well, you had some on that pop up this morning early. You had 118 iceberg orders filled up there.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot for pre-market. Me and Roy was watching yesterday and didn't see shit.
Nothing. Waiting for it too.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Me and Roy was on when we got off the stream. We got off. You had iceberg orders hit right after that. The market moved on it. And I mean, as soon as me and Roy got off the stream, we knew something was going to happen, and it moved, of course.
Every time.
Yeah. So then we got back on. We was waiting for some icebergs to pop in Power Hour, and kind of like they did the day before, and they just didn't pop. It was really a lackluster Power Hour as far as iceberg orders and stuff are concerned. You can see that this morning we still have this up. We've got orders 42.50 to the downside, and you got a bunch at 53.75 upside. You got stacks everywhere, so it's kind of see where our previous support and resistance levels was. That 57.50 area looks like that's going to be a bitch to break through. See, we've tested that a few times and have not been able to do it up there. So
that was a previous all-time high before yesterday.
Yeah, we saw once it got above that, that kind of held support for a while. So
yeah.
Mexico's president, the Mexican economy minister, and U.S. Commerce secretary will meet today about tariffs. Okay. Mexico sure is talking a lot about tariffs. To not really be getting a ton of tariffs, to be honest with
you. You know, the political dance. You say something negative about it, and if your points go up and your popularity, you're like, oh, let's keep doing this.
Absolutely. The strategy should come out on the calendar spread. Strategy should be pretty decent this morning. It suggested I take the 227 calls, and I thought better of it, took the 226 calls, and we're going to open up right around 226, it looks like. So these should be opening up pretty close to about max position on them, max possibility of payout on them. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, Roy's got to leave at 9 this morning. I don't know. I'm not going to 12 today like we did yesterday. I'm going to go and tell you guys that. I'm just don't. I'm not that good. I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning not feeling too good, so I hadn't had a ton of sleep. So I'm going to nap at some point today.
So you had a push down here, and then a pop off of those EMAs. You can see kind of the wick forming on the 10-minute. Probably look better on the 5-minute.
Yeah. Let's see where we're at here.
Volume coming in.
We're open now.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's take a look at Bookmap.
It's really strange. So here's where your volume came in to push it down, that big dot there. And then you got a big dot here. I don't know why there we go. Got a green candle now. There we go. So just big, lots of orders coming in. You see some icebergs to the low side, icebergs to the upside. Seems like they might be active today. You know us, we're going to be patient, not force a trade here, right?
Wink, wink.
I need $378 more on Top Stuff. I'm on Take Profit Trader to finish out those guys. Howie, good morning, my brother.
Good morning. So I'm gonna do this zone. Keep an eye on this zone. We still do those things. So a little high and a low. Got a little bit of a 55 to 40, 75.
You remember this zone right here, the one that I already had drawn
Yeah.
out this morning?
Yeah, that one. That
Yeah,
one.
that one. Okay. Yeah,
That was
I
yeah,
just
see, I
love how
gotta take
you're
it off.
like you're breaking news over there, and I've already got it up. Like what?
Well, what I find is it's confirmation, right? So we have the same zone.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I know. Well, the important thing is we're right in the middle of it, above VWAP and above these EMAs. Probably get a move up and a fade, I guess. You're in a downtrend from yesterday's all-time high. It's a pretty clear downtrend. Let's do that.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the 15-minute chart. You're in overall, you're in an uptrend. So you did make
Yeah.
a lower high, so it could break down. The bigger one, if you go to like let's say look at an hourly, yeah, we're in an uptrend big time.
Mm-hmm.
You go to a 5 minute, yeah, we're definitely you see the downtrend in the 5 minute, but it's a shorter version time downtrend, so it probably won't be as strong, I would assume. But you know what happens when you assume you make an ass out of you and me. So if anybody didn't went on this morning, I finally got the new dashboard for Top Step. I'm excited about it. That's a positive. So now we are available to get instant payouts. Well, I say instant payouts, instant deductions. They were pretty quick on the payouts anyway. I will give them that. It was a holiday weekend. You had President's Day Monday. Banks were closed. I requested a payout late Friday night. Sunday, it was already deducted from my account. Tuesday, it was in my bank account. I don't care who you are. That's fast.
Beautiful.
And that's the way it looked. It's been like that the last 4 or 5 payouts I've got. Every payout I've gotten this year, I've gotten within 3 days from request to actually in my account. You can't do that. Here's your pullback you was talking about. We'll see if it's enough to do anything. I was talking to Roy this morning, and anybody that follows Twitter, follow Trading Wars, his brother Derry, he was talking about being in a long this morning. So that's interesting. Now, if anybody's thought there, he holds these trades for a while too. It's not like he's not scalping these. He'll hold that thing all day.
I saw a pretty known guru over the years, Blake, young guy, who's a little bit of an attitude, as he put out he's holding core puts, entered a core put position for January 2026.
I saw that. It made me think of you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look at this guy. He put I think he put 60K on it. Which I think his account is over like 600, 700K. So he probably put 10% on it, 10% of his account on it, and he's just gonna let it ride. I did not see the thesis for why he did it, but thought that was an interesting note.
Do you need a thesis when I did it? I mean,
Well, just all time high, right? Core puts all time high. I will forever defend my happiness when I was able to put a put out for 6 months out on QQQ when it hit 313 back in 2023. It did not work out.
Howard said he lied. Lotto shorted way. Has money SMCI yesterday around 65. I hadn't even looked at it this morning. Where's it at? I hadn't checked it out. So
it is 57.79.
Oh, okay.
So look at Baba, 140. 141. Good God.
I'm gonna kick myself here a little bit because I've been on the commons train here lately on my commons.
Mm-hmm.
I almost bought a while back when it was at 92, and I was like, I just don't trust it. It'll break out over 100, but then it's gonna come right back to 92. Proves what I know, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean they did have good earnings. It's gonna rip up, but it was on a tear leading into earnings. So any
I would have took profits before. So,
yeah.
glad to
Well,
you.
I will.
But
I know.
didn't.
I know you didn't top tick Palantir, but it is lower than where you sold it, so you got to feel good about that.
It amazed me. I was watching yesterday. I was looking through Twitter, and I told y'all guys I avoid Twitter a lot, but for some reason I went and I just let it. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to look at whatever the algorithm wants me to see, and I'm going to look through it. And the amount of people that were talking about Palantir being down, and they never mentioned the $1.2 billion stock sale.
Yeah, nobody.
Only thing they talked about, well, with Doge, it's going to cut Pentagon, it's going to hurt Palantir. And then finally, somebody's like, "Hey, you guys are supposed to be fucking smart. Can you look and see they sold 1.2? They're selling 1.2 billion shares of stock or dollars worth of stock."
Yeah.
And then, of course, the guy responded back, "Well, that has nothing to do with the price now." Like, really?
Oh Lord,
You're an idiot. Like, what are you talking about? It has nothing to do with the price now. It's annoying. People are annoying. People are stupid. They find their reasons, and it was purely political reasons, right? That's the reason why they're doing it. I'm trying to put this up here. See, passwords. I'll leave that again. I mean, it's purely political reasons, right? So it's just annoying to see people are that naive and fall under that trap. They don't listen. They're just like, oh, well, I mean, we do this. No, there's multiple reasons. It's not just that. I mean, selling $1.2 billion worth of your stock is a huge red flag. And I don't know if you follow Palantir in the past. That's why I never thought it would get as high as it did, because they sell every time they make a pop.
they sell all the time. That thing moves like $1. They're selling.
They sell more than anybody else I've ever seen in the damn stock.
And don't buy. They'd never buy it.
They're the AMC of it now. Because you remember AMC, that stupid CEO. Hey, you know what? We went to $5. We're doing them. We're doing it. All right, let's run. Let's do a share. Let's get some money here. Let's do an offering. They're all about offering. Yeah. Every time you got any pop, it's like an offering.
Yeah, Baba going for it. Baba going for it. All right, Apple went up, kind of wicking off the top of it. This is a zoomed in chart, so let me not make it so aggressive. Nvidia back battling 140. It's under 140 again. You still got your pending order?
I still got it at 135. My first buy. Yeah.
Okay. Microsoft had good news yesterday about them getting in quantum computing. They seem to, they got 419 in pre-market. May get there right now. Maybe not a bad one to swing, to be honest. Google just grinding, not much there. Amazon, interesting wick here to start the day. Whoa, Meta 700, 705. It was on a downtrend.
Wow,
Tesla getting its face kicked in a little bit here. It's pre-market ritual.
Roy talked a little bit this morning before pre-stream, but you guys excited about possibly getting 5,000 from the government from this Doge findings?
Yeah.
Like I told Roy, what I find encouraging about it, now whether it's true or not, but if they do that, there you go. It means that they're only giving half of what they find out, and the other half is going back to the debt. So if they can give everybody $5,000 and then the rest goes back to debt, that's they found a lot more than people think they found.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Well, this looks like a repeat of yesterday from what I gathered when I was away. This kind of grinding, a few points range, waiting to do its move.
And we're going to start a live bet going on how many over under 2 appointments Roy has next week.
Well, let me look. Look at my calendar. Look at the family calendar. I can tell you if that over and under is too low or too high.
Well, I mean, we only stream 2 days out, 4 days out of the week, so I figured 2 would be 50%. So we got to at least put it at 2, right?
Let's see. All right, I got my number. My number. All right. I'm gonna give some time. See if anybody wants to comment.
Over and under 2. Give me over
under 2. Winner gets a new top step dashboard.
We can't give you a new top step.
I got the invite too, by the way. Pretty interesting.
Good.
Under my accounts, it's all blank, so that's kind of cool. But I'm sure that's coming.
We haven't taken any accounts or anything on this yet, so I'm assuming it's going to all update at some point. Maybe when they update the chart or the dashboard this afternoon.
Tonight, yeah.
It's supposed to be instant, but I'm sure it's going to take a minute to. Since we just got it. Yeah, I'm showing no accounts yet either. So it could be only accounts going forward too. I don't know. Roy, look at Tide. Interesting that your SPY is kind of doing what it did yesterday, but look at holdings.
Yep.
I haven't clicked on general market Tide yet. General market Tide, look at those puts. My God, doing about like it did yesterday.
I actually wanted to look at this morning before I jump into a Microsoft trade that I'm itching to get into.
That's all you, bro.
How can I pass up a 420 Microsoft contract?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I was going to get out of this. I put a limit order in for this stupid calendar spread, and IWM just decided to tank and did not feel me. So we are going in the wrong direction now. We were actually looking decent to start, and we're almost back to flat now. It's $15.
What did I want to look at? I wanted to look at SPY daily. Boop. And I wanted to show you, look at the volume yesterday and the day before. I don't know if you can see how little that, I mean, you look at the volume just decrease on this move up. Can get a negative divergence a bit.
That's not a good sign for long term, but we're breaking below the zone here, by the way. Downside.
I got 15 minutes. Do I want to ruin my day?
I don't know what just happened there. Let's see if we. Well, I took the short in Take Profit Trader, and I'm actually almost. I need to move this up because I don't need to pass this account today. Oh crap! What did it get me out yet? No. So, oh come on back down there, son of a bitch! I moved my take profit and it bounced right there where I moved my take profit to. So, I mean, we took a trade last night on it, which I shouldn't have, but I was a little pissed off after the day before. So I made a couple $100 last night. I had about screwed a combine up yesterday, but I made all that up last night. I can't touch that today because that last night runs into today. But we are $325 up right now on this overall take profit trader. If it can go down here and hit me, I'll have about $100 left for tomorrow.
Okay.
Thing. So my goal was to have $100 left, so I could take one trade for $100 tomorrow and be done with it. But it's not wanting to hit my take profit. So
what's your take profit?
I got it at 35.25. It hit 33.50.
Of course it did.
Yeah. But we'll see. Let's see if it comes back down. I don't know.
Well, Todd, what's CBD showing? How's Bookmap looking?
It's negative 4,000. CBD looks like shit.
Okay.
To be honest with you, no sugarcoating it today. Looks like complete shit.
Looks like ass. There we go. A little bit more. Oh, come on.
Actually, I'm gonna move it down some. I moved it to 34.75. It's gonna hit. You got. I think we're fixing to come down because you got 31.25. Looks like where it wants to go to, possibly. There it is. All right. So now I made last night today. I made $485 on that one. I've got to make one more trade tomorrow for $107.50, and I passed this test.
Bang.
So we are locking that bad boy. Not lock. You can't lock it. I'm hitting exit market cancel all multiple times. You hear that?
Spam it.
Yep. And then we are logging out. I did try to be an affiliate with Take Profit Trader, and I'm saying they looked at our YouTube thing and see we use Top, and probably they denied me. So I'm saying it's because of Top Step here.
Of course it is. That's the only logical.
I'm gonna tell you in the questionnaire they asked, like, what are you gonna tell people about Take Profit Trader? I was like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Whatever I see is what I see, and whatever I do,
yeah,
they see everything I do with it. There will be nothing hidden about it. So if you don't like that, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
I probably could have worded. I probably should have used ChatGPT to write that up. But anybody that's listened a little bit knows I can come off a little harsh sometimes.
A little harsh, like, but you can tell them you're going to work harder than a Bangladeshi in a basement.
There's nothing worse than a Bangladesh kid in the basement. I mean,
yeah, with a computer and 5 Solana in his pocket. Look out.
Oh, what the heck? I just got a note from Coach T from Top Step. Top Step, welcome to Top Step X. I guess with the new dashboard, it wanted to do something. I don't know. It's giving me a whole rundown on everything I already know. Interesting.
Flowing over here to Tide, you got put premium dropping a little bit, but the put volume took over, which is price following that on the SPY. Holdings, you've got put premium screaming up, call premium dropping, put volume increasing. General market, same thing. So it does appear that more downside, according to SPY, could be in order. Now, that can always turn on a dime, so be careful there. One name to look out for here, though, is if Microsoft and Apple can hold their gains, it'll be hard to see a huge flush breakdown. So if they can hold their gains, you may have VS kind of trend down, but then if the others start to gain some momentum, you could have a bit of a ripper. Looking at levels that we're looking for bounce zones, we had a previous zone at 61.30. So you can see we had a reaction here. This is the hourly chart. Reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, reaction here. So safe to say that if it gets down there, you could see a reaction. Yeah. Again, not really getting a lot of follow through on this move down, but
yeah.
kind of NQ looks gross. VIX got a good little boogie going to it.
Fresh contracts on VIX today, so
yeah. TNX gap down.
You do have OPEX tomorrow. Everybody remember OPEX tomorrow.
Yes. And Goolsbee's talking right now. What's he saying?
I don't know because nothing's really coming. Obviously, he's not saying anything important because there's nothing coming on Financial Juice. Financial Juice had a little hiccup yesterday, and I don't know if it's working right now or not, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You saw that it was Trump announced his 15% tax on all American-made products. Like, what?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
if you saw some other things, it was like, so it was talking about Trump's legacy and said Trump legacy sees, but the way it was worded, it was like all the words were just jumbled up. And I'm like, something's not right there because it just didn't seem right. Why in the world did I not take this damn break on Top Step? Like I took it on Trader, and I'm almost $500 up on that for the day. So
yeah, no, there's your big move. Here comes the 30.
So that was yesterday's low, 29.25, right?
Yeah. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. That happened at the open.
Yeah. Sorry, that was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's low.
And there it is.
And I don't know, right below this, Roy's is a little high, but there is actually on the hourly, there's a fair value gap down here that has been pretty strong. So see what happens here. It's shooting forward. CVD is negative 7,000. We just had 731 iceberg orders to the downside. So this stop loss range so far is 1,845, 48, 67. If Roy would leave it on book map sometimes, you can see it all there.
I was on your chart. You were showing fair value gap. Wow. That's a big red candle.
Yeah. Let's see what it does here.
Palantir under $100. Under $100.
It's CNBC said Palantir shares dropped 6%, falling for a second day as retail trader latest cult trade starts to unwind.
Tempest AI down $11, down 14%. It's at 74.
I am down $70 on this damn calendar spread strategy.
Grab 485.
Turn pretty quickly.
Golly, coin down 253. Bitcoin's up though. Bitcoin's up 0.5%. They can make me buy another coin, aren't they?
I guess assuming the market's just bringing it down with it. This is ugly. We did have a drop in put premiums here, so let's see if we get any kind of bounce. CBD went above 7,000, now at 6,000. I mean, there's not many iceberg orders to the upside. Not like there has been to the downside. There's been some big-ass iceberg orders to the downside this morning so far. And there has been some big stop-loss raids this morning. But it looks like 20. If 20 breaks, I don't know what stops it. I'm not going to lie to you. 20 breaks, I don't know what's going to stop it. Look at the VIX. Man, is it going to go above 16? My gosh. New day, new VIX.
I like.
Don't say it.
I like a long hair. I do.
I figured you were gonna say that.
Well, I mean, hold 25, but I gotta go in like 4 minutes, so I'm not gonna take a long.
So if you look up top, you see the very top of my book map screen. It's got the order book and volume.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Let me get my mouse. That's up here. So
Yeah.
this is the way the current. So when it's red, it means there's more sellers than buyers, and when it's green on this side, this is the 50% mark, right? And you can see they're battling right here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Overall volume, you've had, of course, makes sense. You've had more sellers, but it's not by a lot. I mean, it's down 3% volume on the negative side, which is not much at all. So now the order book, this is going to fluctuate back and forth because this is just everything coming in, right? All the orders. So if you see this start to move over this way, you're fixing to get a red paint. And of course, this, like I said, the volume so far is skewing to the short side, which makes sense. Oh, look at that. You see it go down. It got a big push. That's why CBD popped. Lord have mercy. I'm over here explaining stuff. And see, Roy said he liked it long. I was like,
yeah, I didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
25 had to hold for me. It did not. Still got 2 minutes left on this candle.
If it breaks this, boys and girls, we are headed to shit town, in my opinion. Welcome to shit town. Yeah,
20-day moving average is 6,100. By the way,
when Roy leaves, I'm gonna take a quick break too, but I'm gonna leave book map up so you guys can see book map, and then I won't be long. But I've got some shit I got to take care of. Literally,
get an appointment.
I do have an appointment, but it won't be a all-day appointment.
16. All right, I got 90 seconds. Not going to enter a trade, but
oh man, this thing's fixing to get bad, boys and girls. This thing's fixing to get bad. Looks like. I wonder what is it the Ukraine stuff that's causing all this?
Could be. They thought a ceasefire was done. Now it's.
Did you see one of the Zelensky's top people when asked by media if they were going to pay back the United States any of the money that was given to them? And his exact words is, "We don't owe them shit. We're not giving them anything back. That's our money." I did read more into that last night. I see why he's doing what he's doing. Zelensky and his people, look, they're piece of shits. Now, I'm not saying Putin's good, but the media has made it out to be where no matter what the deal is, Russia's wrong no matter what. And I'm not saying Russia's right with the invasion of Ukraine. I think there's more. I think if you actually dig into it, you'll see a lot more than what is reported there. I think Trump just doesn't like Zelensky, and he thinks he's a dictator, and he thinks he's doing this to keep power. I think he had a valid point when he said if Zelensky wanted the war to be over with, it would be over with already. He doesn't want the war to be over with. He wants it to continue.
Yeah, I haven't dug too deep into it because it just makes me, I think, emotionally angry. Damn.
He wants to have an opinion on Ukraine. He's a review back to 2/3 of the lease. Yes. CBD is negative 10,000, boys and girls. Look at that volume going to the low side. It's 5% down now. I mean, I guess I should have chased. Hell, I don't know.
Well, broke our zone, but it never gave us a retest of the zone. So
here's the stupid thing. So I took the short here and take profit trader, right? It was up here because it popped up, came down and took me out. That's almost 30 fucking points. Yeah. Yeah. Think about that. That's almost 30 points. Anywho,
Palantir 97, 96. Wow.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't feel bad that my options got exercised now. Anybody doesn't know, I had a few hundred options, 700 actually to be exact, and 700 shares, and I sold 2 week out 106 calls, and it just blew right through it. And of course, they exercised those options, and I was upset for a day or two, and I am not upset now.
Hey, got $2 premium. $2 premium, so 108. Basically, you sold Palantir. Come on.
Yeah. I'm not mad.
All right, let me go do this appointment.
Mad at all. Go do that appointment. I'm going.
Guys, appreciate all the patience. Stay safe trading. Scale down if you need to. These things are violent. We're getting big moves, so don't get caught in a wick. That's my advice.
I re-entered. I had made $200 on one micro ES. Good job.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's funny.
Good job.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
See you, Roy. I'm going to take a quick break for 2 guys. I'm going to leave Bookmap up so you can see it. So just give me like 5 minutes or so, and I'll be right back. And then we'll go for a little while longer. Maybe I can get a pop back up here in this fair value gap and rejection down. We're going to wait and see. Being patient has got the best of me so far this morning. But give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back. But like I said, I'm leaving Bookmap up for all you guys to see. So All right, I am back. That scared the crap out of me. I'm looking for a short here. Let's see if we can get back to low a day would be fantastic, but see if it gets to the bottom of this fair value gap again would be great. I would lock in $500 if it does that. Come on, baby. You're 2 ticks away. Don't bounce here. CBD's come back. Volume is still on the downside, so I would like it to go to 6,100 to that level down there. And 6,100 would actually make me a very fantastic day. So we might hold one of these for a while. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hit that. There's 500 locked in. Boys and girls. Now we're going to trail this bad boy down. So we're guaranteed $350 on this trade. Guaranteed $350 on the first Top Step account. We're up $550 right now. If it goes down, I got my take profit at 61.01, which would give me, I'm going to actually put it a little bit lower. I'm going to put it at 6,150. I think it's going to probably take me out first. It's going to bounce back up here. But if it does get a big move down, that would actually give me $1,000 in this account for the day. So we are going to trail this stop. If you see, you had 93 iceberg orders to the downside that kind of, when it popped up, that pulled it back down. You don't really have much now. CBD's 8,100. Order book volume is split. It's going back and forth. It was on the negative side. Thank you, Howie. I appreciate it. Had a decent day yesterday on a few accounts, and then I had 2 accounts I really royally screwed up. One, I actually lost an XFA yesterday because I got cocky and I kept going with it. So it was not a good day yesterday. I've got killed on this damn calendar spread. This is the first day we're going to have a negative day on the calendar spread. I just don't see it popping back up enough to get us back out at break even. We're like $100 down on it right now. So it is paper money. So this is a test, right? So we'll see. Give us a big push down, 8,000 CVD. I want to see the order book come in on the downside. It's coming in on the green side and it's dropping on it. It's interesting. You see the volume, overall volume is negative 3% again, which it got down to negative 5%. So that did move up a little bit on the overall volume. It is still red overall. Well, let's get another push. Go to CBD's 86. Got to 87. Anybody, if you got Netflix, that Gabby Petito or whatever documentary came out this week, and I watched it yesterday, and I wish I didn't watch it. It was sad, and her boyfriend ended up killing her. That's no secret. That was in the news. It all happened. It was a coward in my book, and took the easy way out and killed herself. And I don't understand people. I don't know how somebody can take somebody's life, especially somebody you supposedly love. It baffles me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't like it. And it's, like I said, I wish I wouldn't have watched it yesterday because it was pretty hard to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're into stuff like that, you'll probably enjoy it. But just know it's pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. We're going to move to the top of this candle. We're going to guarantee just a little bit more out of this. Guarantee it's going to took me out. So 381.90 on that trade. So it's not horrible. I still think that we could go down and see that 6,100 level, but we'll look for another entry somewhere, see if we can find something. It's popping back up a little, CBD. Overall, just an ugly market so far this morning. As far as if you're a bull, I mean, it's just nothing. Nothing to hold your hat on there, to be honest with you. I would like to get a re-entry. I don't know. I don't like how CBD's popping back up a little bit and your put premiums are coming down. That's not a great sign. So we could pop up a good bit here before it goes the way we want it to go, if it even does it. Has been a major sell-off. We had this huge wick off the low, so to get down there is going to be, I don't know. Do we reject here at the 18 level? Could go a little higher. I kind of like it here, but we'll see. We shall see. It's not coming back now, so we're going to wait. CBD's coming back a good bit. CBD's come back up a good, or down a good bit, however you want to look at it. See if we reject here what we do. We just took 300 in another account. I did take the short up there, so we are probably close to being done for the day, to be honest with you. If we get to move back down here, I don't know, I might take another one here and see. I don't like these. I don't like how it wicked off that bottom. I don't know. That could have been the end of it there. CBD's kind of chilling 64, 65. You had some iceberg orders 165 to the downside that kind of popped down and they popped back up. So could be the 8, could be the spot of entry. I did have that low, that previous low was that I had marked out was 1825. So we are back above that. It's not want to break down below it again though. So tide is not suggesting much of anything. Bookmap seems to be volume's almost back to even on the day, which is very strange with that big drop. A lot of it was on this, you had this big red candle down with that big wick. So a lot of that looks worse than it actually is, honestly. We shall see. We shall see here. $20 was a key to get back above, kind of in my opinion there. So this thing could run for a while up to the upside. But who knows? See if it rejects here at the 8 or what it does off the 8. Put premiums are coming down, so there is that. Volume is still headed to the negative side. So, like I said, this 8's kind of important here. That 20 was the spot, though. That 20 was the spot, it looks like, to where you had to do something. It's kind of rejecting here a little bit, so I don't know, boys and girls. I don't know. Take a chance here, see if we can get a short. I don't really love it. We're going to keep a stop super tight, though. We're not risking. We're going to risk a couple $100 here on one of these. If it breaks down, we're going to risk 200 to make 1,500. So if you get to the bottom of this candle here, that would get us 1,500 on this trade. And we would probably take one off early. We got 2 of them. Are getting a slight uptick in put premiums here, slight downtick in call premiums. I don't really want to let it run far above the 8, though, if it does get back above it. You got some negative volume coming in. So let's see, 52 CVD or CVD there. You had those 62 iceberg orders kind of pull it up. There's 87 before that. So we'll see if we can get a move back down here. If this is a rejection and this is what we're going to do all day, I'm going to put a take profit right on that 1850 level if it does come down there. So like I said, we're not going to let this thing run far. If it pops up, we'll get out of it and we'll call it a day and be done. But if not, if we get a nice move down, we'll have it here. I think the risk reward here is pretty good. I mean, like I said, I'm risking $200 to make $1,500. So if it plays out, it's great. If not, well, we just lost $200 on it. We'll be good and we'll call it a day there. I got all this congestion and crap going on. Not feeling the best in the world today. So a lot of you maybe can hear it in my voice. It's not feeling great. Yeah, this thing's gonna take me out. It's gonna pop up. I guess should have went long with it. I just couldn't go long down here. Yeah, it took me out. So we lost $200 on it. So it is what it is. We will live to fight another day. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining. I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm fixing to go lay down, take some medicine and lay down. I'm pretty exhausted, and I got up at like 4 this morning, not feeling the best, and I almost didn't get on at all, but somebody had to be here for you guys this morning. We can't all be Roy, can we? Take off when we want to take off. That's a joke, by the way. He's back. What are you doing back?
They rescheduled his appointment.
I was just going to call the stream here. I'm just not feeling great today.
Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead and call.
But I don't know. We'll see. I took a couple shorts. I did 1-on-1, lost on a couple. 1-on-2, so
this move back up's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it is. CVD's come all the way back to 46, negative 4,600. Only thing that concerns me here is you're seeing a little bit of you had a stop loss rate on the move up. So if you add these up, it's probably few hundred stop losses that was hit. So I don't know if this is a game they're playing or if this is fixing them pop all the way back up or if it's going to tank all the way back down. So I was talking about you and you popped in on me. So we can't all take off whenever we want to, like some people.
It's true. Somebody's got to carry the stream.
That's right.
Let's see. 24.
So you got 20 and then 18 are your 2 spots to watch. 20 is a big spot now. What concerns me overall is you got 615 orders sitting at 6,100. So I don't think that the downside move is done. But it's got to break 20. And if it breaks 20, we should see a decent move back down to probably 05 and then maybe 6,100.
Wow, I got all the way down to 0275. Wow. According to TradingView.
You got what now?
I said I got all the way down to 610275.
Yeah. Sure did. Look at the stop loss, 171 stop losses on this move back down now. I said I was done. I did take a short at the break of the 8 back down, so I'm $400 up on it right now. See if we can get the move. I don't even need it all the way down. I need it to, if it can get to 6105.50, that'll give me a $2,000 day in this account. So, yeah, we're about $400 up right now. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna take one off. We'll see if we can get. Oh man, I want to break that. 1825. We'll take one there if it'll hit it. We got close to it a second ago, but didn't quite feel it. So I'm not going to risk as much. If it pops back above the 8, it'll take me out. So I got my stop right above the 8. It'll take me out for like a $37 loss. So we're not risking shit now to make $2,000 bucks. Oh, look at that. Volume has turned to the green side, plus 1%. I think it's going to pop up here and take me out, to be honest with you. But it is what it is.
Held 20.
Yeah, it did hold 20. It did hold 20.
Can't break the 8, though.
I've got, it's fixing to. I got my stop right above it, so it's fixing to pop above it. So I got a feeling it's going to take me out here. I'm going to take this order off. So if it does take me out, I don't accidentally leave it there. If it starts to come back down again, I'll add it back. But so we had about an inch of snow yesterday. This is funny. The roads are perfectly clear, by the way. And we had Facebook. You got somebody asking, "Are the roads safe for buses to be running?" Like, yes, it's the roads are. There's not a bit of ice on any road, no matter what road you go to. So I don't know why we would think it would not be safe. People, man, people, they just can't. I don't know. People,
humans, all humans.
Yep. Yep, it hit my stop there. I really hate that because I like that trade. I really like that trade. I think we go back to. I mean, seriously, I think we hit 6,100 today at some point.
Mm-hmm. So is this one of
Question
those?
is, when do we hit 6,100? That's the key, right?
Yeah. I got top of the zone and VWAP, 61.31. Top of a zone. Won't say the zone, but so I wonder if you pop up there and then you see your sellers come in. Looks like they're
I don't
coming in
know.
now.
I mean, Tide is looking skewed to the downside. Book map is just kind of chilling here around the 4 to 5,000 negative range. It's not really moving either direction. Volume is going back and forth. It was plus, minus. Order book, you had a lot of, just went negative 21 for a minute. So I don't know if that's a lot of sellers coming in. We could pop up, we could pop down. Hell, who knows what's going to happen here. Could get a drastic move to the downside and could not. So
Feels like they're going to pop it up, allow more people to exit if they want, and push it back down. That would be my guess.
what do we have tomorrow? You got PMI tomorrow?
PC, no. Yeah. PMI? Yeah, just PMI. And consumer sentiment. Old Michigan coming in hot at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. Central.
Could see some de-risking, but the question is who de-risks. I think we had some shorts covering yesterday. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was that move up was the shorts covering. Negative 48. Like I said, you said it. You caught it. Go 20 is a spot, right?
Mm-hmm. I just battling this 8 on the 5 minutes. So
yeah. So you got to think if we get a move away from it, it's going to move one way or the other, right? If we pop above it, we should move up. If we drop below it, we should decent move down. So right now seems to be to the upside is the way I would lean with it, but hell, who knows right now?
I closed it right on it. You have a
Right.
10-minute candle by candle to the upside 2 candles ago. So you see any sort of continuation off of that.
Yep. I think it's going to pop up for a minute here, at least to 27.30 or so.
Yeah, there's 26, there's 27.
We'll see what it does here. If we get a little breakdown at 13, if it makes it back up to VWAP and the 21 there. You had a drop and put premium and a pop and call premium, so I don't know.
Let's say 30. Be an interesting spot.
Spot. Oh, I'm gonna take some NyQuil. I'm not taking Dayquil. I'm taking NyQuil.
So you're gonna just go one ES short and call it a day. let the world solve it.
Well, you've said that before, and it's worked out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, daylight saving time's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Nice. Wow. Okay. Cool.
See the SEC launching a crypto unit to combat fraud.
I don't know. Did you see that? So the SEC, the FCC, a few other of these three-letter organizations have not reported to the president since the 1930s. I don't know if you knew that or not. But Trump signed an executive order yesterday where now the SEC actually reports to Trump. And of course, everybody is losing their shit over it. But if you look, and everybody, we're in a constitutional crisis. I don't know if you've heard that word yet or not. That seems to be the left's talking point right now. It's constitutional crisis. If you look at the Constitution, it's Article 2 states that these organizations are supposed to report to the president. And they haven't been reporting to the president. The presidents have actually pushed it off to, and I'm saying it happened back then. Somebody didn't want to deal with it, so they pushed it off to somebody else, and then blah, blah, blah. Nobody ever paid attention to it since then. Well, Trump's a businessman, so I'm assuming he paid attention to it. So they report to him, and everybody's completely losing their shit over it, talking about how horrible it is, and can't wait for the Supreme Court to step in and block this ruling because it is unfair. And I saw a guy like, look, he said, I'm not on either side. But you can't argue it's not in the Constitution when it's in the Constitution. Right. How are you saying it's against the Constitution when it's in the Constitution?
Well, I guess if it's in the Constitution, what exactly is the executive order then? Because isn't it just
there was an executive order where they did not report to the president; they actually reported to somebody else.
So somebody had signed an executive order. He's undone that executive order.
Yeah, in the 1930s.
Gotcha.
So he undid that executive order with his executive order, and of course everybody's just freaking out. And like, it was probably the most common sense I ever heard somebody say is like, "What are you arguing about? Like, you're saying how he's against the Constitution, he's this, but it's in the Constitution, word for word."
Yeah. I guess, I could see the conflict of interest, though. Like, for example, if the SEC decided to look into the Trump coin, and what if you're the president and you have privileged knowledge of the investigation there, how does that work? That would be an interesting spot. But the SEC is also only just civil. SEC doesn't do any legal stuff. DOJ does legal stuff. So I guess that would be not a big deal because, like I said, SEC can't do any sort of like jail, but they can only do fines.
But also in the Constitution, it says they're supposed to report to the president. The thing that the thing that's getting me is everybody's freaking out, and we're back on this constitutional crisis thing. We've got two people watching, so enjoy this rant while I'm not feeling good. That's how we have this constitutional crisis thing. But if you look at the Constitution, so the president has hiring and firing ability for anybody in that branch, right? In the executive branch. So he's taking that back and he's actually doing it. And they're trying to fight him over it, but it's and they're calling it a constitution crisis, but it's in the Constitution.
Right. Yeah, that argument does not work. 100% agree with that.
Boys and girls, I called this thing, but I was in it too early and got stopped out too early. So look at this thing. Well, it is what it is. We've had a so-so day. We had 2 accounts. We're good on 2 accounts. We're shit on. So how about that?
Yeah, that 8 break is nasty stuff.
Yeah. Tide is kind of yesterday. Tide really didn't make sense. I think I texted Roy at one point, like, I don't understand Tide this moment because it was working against what we were seeing. But if you look now, it seems to be step in step together.
Yeah, and I wonder if we look at Tide at very like minuscule moments, right?
Right.
Like we're looking at a 5 minute and all that, but I wonder. You look at this. I'm gonna flip over here. You look at this 3-day chart, and you had calls, but then yesterday puts. Calls were dying as we were getting a push up to all time highs. Puts were rising.
This is what I see today.
Yeah.
So you see it there. Those call premiums coming down all day.
Mm-hmm.
Volume trended up pretty much all day yesterday.
Yeah.
Puts kind of trended sideways, and end of the day kind of popped up on the move up with.
Right.
And of course, it seems like that late move yesterday afternoon is playing out this morning, where you have that drop down. Actually, Roy, you might be onto something here, brother.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at 3 days ago. You had your calls up. Volume was actually opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look what happened at open the next day. We dipped down and popped.
Yeah.
And followed the end of day call premiums. We did the exact opposite today. Put premiums popped like yesterday. Now we came and dropped this morning. Interesting.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm a nerd, so I like watching this shit. So, except it didn't play out really on that first day there.
Yeah.
Because you drop, but
both of them were really lockstep.
Yeah, it did play out.
Here played out.
The next day it played out. Looks like so. Law of averages. I mean, it's not. Look, nothing's going to be 100%, right? We know this.
Yeah.
Interesting. I am kind of surprised it got down. It did not hold that 1825 break. That's that low that I had marked from a while back. So that is holding and back above 20 here.
Well.
Oh, we're getting smoked in our down. I don't know why I hadn't closed this damn thing out yet. This calendar spread.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I think the reason I hadn't closed out is paper money, and it pissed me off. So, actually, hold on. It's not. The cost is. Oh, I see the difference. Yeah, that's not good. We're going to see if we can move this thing back. So I'm going to come back and miss our profit. Thing about it is if it pops, we got the 226. Lord have mercy, $3 now. I changed my order, so we'll see if anything comes of it. But gosh, I'm sick of this shit already. I got ice melting off the roof. I don't know. I woke up when I actually came down this morning about 7:30. It was 12 degrees outside with the wind chill of 4.
Nice, lovely.
Stupid. Like when it's 12, the wind should not blow.
I agree.
And the thing about it is when it gets to be 110 here and humidity 99%, wind won't blow a bit. We'll get 0 wind.
Right.
So there's that.
Getting a wick here off the bottom of our zone again. Bottom Bollinger Band.
Oh, Roy, you did miss on. I did take one trade. I ended up like right at $400 on it.
Oh, good.
Came down. I had to play this fair value gap, played a drop down, hit my take profit, then it hit my stop, stopped me out on the way back up. But 381.90 is what it finished at. And this is an account that is, I still have $2,000 loss on it. We're gonna see if we can build this thing back up. I'm not gonna lie, I got some accounts that are dangerously close to being in a bad spot. So we're gonna buy some more. We'll get 25% off these combines, so I might as well load up on a couple combines, right?
Amen.
I need to see what the damn. Hold on. What's the promo code? Use code. Let's see. Well, it's asking me for a promo code still.
Yeah, they said it's in the email. I never got the email. I just had the alert.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? You said that it was the code is in the email?
That's what the thing says on the page. It says use the promo code from your invite email.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, makes it $36.75.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anybody else have their damn debit card memorized?
My wife does, which is scary.
I have my debit card memorized, and it's the dumbest shit ever. So it pops up in the account. I guess it's all only new accounts, Roy. They're gonna show there right now.
Gotcha.
Well, it's not letting me confirm my. Confirm shipping info, which I'm not shipping anything, so.
Oh boy, Davy Portnoy.
I don't know. See it.
SEC launches cyber unit to combat cryptocurrency fraud. He quotes that tweet and says, "Love it. So many scammers and liars out there. Let's clean this space up. Take out the trash. Together we can win."
It's part of the trash.
Right. It's like, what, dude? Did you? What?
That guy is such an idiot.
He had a good thing going.
He did, didn't he? He did. Well, here's the deal. Your account requires verification. Purchasing. What do you mean? What the hell? Let's get you verified. That's just dumb. Let's go to verify me. I actually keep a picture of my driver's license in my thing too, so I know. Oh, it's not gonna let me use the picture I already got. I'm gonna have to take a damn picture. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yay! I got $200 on XFA. Probably should still be in that short. All right, let's take a look around the market while this thing tanks. So I don't chase it because I want to chase it. Yeah, I want to chase it. Don't chase it. Don't chase it today. Don't chase it. Don't chase it. Don't chase it. Right. Don't chase it. So if it pops back up here, hits this top bottom of the zone at 1625, I'll probably look to chase it. But I think it's going to move away from me. So we're just going to keep an eye on it. VIX popping up 1633. It's got its 50-day moving average above us, 1650. Let's see. Microsoft screen. And that's it. Let's see how ugly NVIDIA's chart is. Ah, 136.80. Almost got all money. Coin, not looking terrible. Well, it looks pretty terrible. 254. Tesla back down to 350s. Meta below 700. Amazon below 225. Google below 185. Apple just grinding away. Golden 29.74 yesterday. Q's down 1%. SPY down 0.8%. IWM down 1.4%. Palantir, ooh, excuse me, still trying to retest 100 again. Baba. Yeah, it's going to cool off a little bit. Not chasing Baba. Give me a retest of this zone. 116. Give it to me. Do it. Good man. Good man. So, of interest, 10-minute candle by candle to the upside played out a hair. 10-minute candle by candle to the downside is playing out as we speak. Let's see. Should have chased it. Oh well. If it can give me this, give me this. Just up and down. Give me this retest of this box. Death. Retest, death. Don't do this yet. Retest, then death. Market tide, puts rising, calls dropping, put volume increasing. Same on SPY, same on holdings. We are universally saying this market is effed. We go up to Mag 7. Yeah, only green is Microsoft. Is anything green? Crypto, 0.4. Bitcoin had a nice pop and then kind of faded, so it may be going red here shortly. Solana, liking the task force news, maybe. And let's see. Gold, green, Baba. Everything else just gross. So good day to have VIX calls. A good day to have Microsoft. Let's see. Push up, reject. Push up, reject. And the reason why I'm not entering here, because if you do get that push back up, that is like 8 points. So you don't want to go 8 points against you. Even though, excuse me, ultimately it probably moves in your favor, but you just don't. You don't want to risk that. The frustrating thing is, I had a short earlier in the 30s and just kind of got squeamish. Decided not to play it out. Let's see what we got brewing here. Oh, what we got? Hayden Davis reportedly dead by suicide amid pressure from coffee break. Government forces, sources say. Details unconfirmed. Oh, man. That is a sad state of crypto. Horrible. Horrible.
I'm back, homie.
Back. I got this message from Led. Look at this. Hayden Davis reportedly dead by suicide amid pressure from the coffee break interview and government forces. Details unconfirmed. So he was the guy. I don't know if you followed all this stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. You want to go down a rabbit hole? Go down a Hayden Davis rabbit hole. He's the guy behind the Libra coin and all these crypto scams. Well, not scams, but
I didn't know he is.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Damn. Yeah. How brutal is the crypto community? They're asking for the contract address for the coin that represents this parent story.
I like the other guy too, this bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait for that.
Oh, did you get anything?
Yeah, I took it short. I'm a couple $100 up. I only took 2. This is a combine. I ended up buying 3 combines. Copy trading them.
Nice.
I got a stop up above the 8, and then I got my take profit at 6,125 cents.
I wanted to retest the bottom of the zone. I want to test the bottom of the zone death. That's what I want. Let's not giving it.
I took the break of that fair value gap. I took so.
Yeah. Where was that? Bottom of that?
The bottom is 61.10.50. 61.10.50. Could pop up to 61.12. I only took 2. So if it pops back up, I might add 2 more. I don't like Tide right this second though, so and it looks to be rejecting that fair value gap right this second. So let's see. I made my take profit to 61.02. I did add 2 more at that fair value gap. So we're about 350 up right now. To be honest with you, if we get to 1,000, I'm gonna lock in part of it. It's got a breakdown right here. This is kind of a sticky area here. This is a gamble for sure.
No, that's a nasty 5-minute candle. It's a good gamble.
You say that with 3 minutes left in the damn candle. I don't get you sometimes.
I don't look at
Hey, have y'all met Roy's a jinx? He does it on purpose, I think, sometimes. He's secretly rooting against me at times, I believe. That's a joke,
Always.
by the way. I know you're
Always.
not.
Yeah.
One thing is you can look at our chat, you can see that me and Roy, we build each other up. If you don't have a trading buddy, have a trading buddy.
Man, there are certain days you just don't have it, and you need somebody to remind you that you do have good days.
Yeah, I sent Roy last night when I made like $1,300 in the combine, and I made 200 something bucks in the top trader. I was like, some days you just wake up and piss excellence. I sent him a couple videos. One, of course, is Ricky Bobby. And then if you hadn't seen, what is the guy's name? The other one I sent you, I don't know if you actually watched it, but if you hadn't seen Tanner Collins, you need to watch the Tanner Collins video. When he's talking about he just woke up and swung his nuts over his shoulder and went out there and won the race. It's like, I needed that feel. My nuts over my shoulder and won the race. 6105 could be a precarious spot here if it does get down there to that. You got orders sitting there, and you got them at 6. You still got 700 orders sitting at 6,100 though. Majority of those are algos though. If you remember correctly, you can't really see it good here. I'll get up here. But if you see that little white line right there, everything on this side is algo orders. Everything on this is anywhere from retail to institutions that are not using algos. So majority of that 700 orders is algo orders, which means that they could possibly move. We're going to guarantee $300 in this trade. We are 800 over 800. We're going to guarantee $400 in this trade now. Like I said, these don't have to be passed in 2 days. I like to pass them in 2 days. I don't know why. I've got a mental hurdle where I want to pass these damn things in 2 days. It's a me thing. It's not anything else thing. It's a me thing. So if it breaks low a day here, I get $1,500 on these 3 fucking combines, and it just really, it goes to show that just waiting is always better, right?
Well, if you kind of zoom out, look out. I mean, you had a rejection at VWAP, never broke above it, and then that was it, right? That was all the sellers needed to see. That all right, we're good, guys.
It took stop it. I got 713.80 on 3 combines there, and look, it's probably going to hit my take profit that I wanted to hit down there, but I got stopped a couple times. I just didn't really want to take a chance. So
yeah,
if we get a move back up to that fair value gap, we'll look to maybe enter again. Looks like I might have made the right decision here.
Made a right decision. You had said 6105 is a spot.
Hey, was in a meeting this morning. What did you guys do to cause this drop? Roy left.
Yeah,
and then he came back.
Huh.
Roy left. He came back. It popped, and then now it's decided. You know what? We need to go further down. All right, we're back at this fair value gap. I'm gonna see if it'll get up to the 8. If we show a rejection here, I'll re-enter and see if we can get more. We're seeing a little rejection here to fair value gap again, though. So I just don't know. Pop right back up to it though. Oh my damn! You piece of shit. Did Roy say it was going to go up? And that's why it went down. Roy's just a jinx in general, Larry. It doesn't matter. The market does the opposite of what Roy wants it to do most of the time. Actually, I'm making that shit up.
Pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. So if you want a divorce, let me talk about how happy your marriage is. You should be good. There.
I just had a piece of ice fall and hit my air conditioner out there. That sounded fantastic. Fantastic.
You in a short?
I'm in a short. It's probably going to bounce up and take me out. But if it does bounce up here, I've got my stop at 61.15, which we got orders sitting right there. So we'll see. I got my take profit at 61.0575 this time, though. So if it hits 61.0575, then I'll make my $1,500 in a day in 3 accounts.
Bingo, bango, bungo.
Bingo, bango, bungo. And if it does that, we're going to take some NyQuil. Goolsbee. What did Goolsbee say? They're a big deportation. It does have direct implications for the number of jobs created. I don't know if anybody was here today. Me and Roy talked about, you always question, like, hey, illegals, how's this really affecting our job market, right? Well, come to find out, the previous administration had made it where all illegals could get a Social Security number. And they all got the same Social Security number. Not different numbers. They all got the same exact Social Security number. So the businesses are actually having to pay taxes on it, but the employers are paying no taxes on it, which is the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. I'm thinking about you with Led, sending you that. Led is he is all into them crypto world now, isn't
he? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the guy never sleeps, so he enjoys the night. And one thing about crypto, it dances at the night because it's global.
I've personally met Led, and Led is a different character. There's no doubt. Look, that is not being negative about Led. I like Led, but Led is definitely a different character, man. He is something else. He's a cool guy. I like him. So definitely not talking shit about Led, but it's funny. When you actually meet people sometimes and you put a face to them, it doesn't always make sense. That one did not make sense to me.
What the? What's that? Oh, Hank Hill. What the hell, Bobby?
Yeah.
What the hell, Bobby?
He looks funny too. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound bad. He looks like he's a character from King of the Hill.
Hey, it does. No. And what's funny about that is if you've ever met his dad talks and sounds like Hank Hill, which is awesome.
Awesome. Damn it, Bobby. We're guaranteed $200 in this trade. It might take us out here, but we're not going to let it turn red. We're not letting the green trade turn red. And if it does take us off, we could look for another entry. But I would really like it to hit the damn 61.05 75 first. That's where my take profit is. That would get me $1,500 across the board. We are 2 ticks away from it here. We've been a tick away from it. Hadn't damn hit. You got 500 orders sitting at 61.05, so you'd think it would come down to it, but shit, no, it just took me out. Let's see if it gets back up. We would. You son of a bitch.
This is one of those days. I'm not saying it's going to be like this for the rest of the day. It's one of those days. It's got the feeling of like you get a spot like this and you're like, you get these battles and then all of a sudden you fast forward to the end of the day and it's down like 60 points from this spot. How's that feel to it?
Those are frustrating days, by the way.
Yeah. How's that
Especially when you finish the day red and then you look at and it went to your spot and you're like, you just want to throw shit. You just want to throw something.
Now, Microsoft is boogieing a bit up. So I did say that Microsoft and Apple will be the two that you got to watch to hold this thing up. And they are doing just that. I mean, a big candle on Apple here. Not sure the newsworthiness of that one, but definitely a big candle. Microsoft.
Look at overall. Look at everything else. So look, your energy is pretty
Yeah.
much down. Your banks are all down. Every damn one of them.
Mhm.
United Healthcare, which we know United Healthcare is a big player in the S&P 500, is down a good bit. 1%, 558. Like I said, you look at your banks, you got JP Morgan down almost 4%, Citibank down 3%, Wells Fargo down almost 3%, Goldman Sachs down over 4%. It just doesn't, nothing really makes sense for a move up, in my opinion. Like I said, you got Apple, which is green, you got Microsoft is green, but you do have Exxon Mobil and Oxy are both green. That's interesting to see, with the rest of energy being.
Oxy, because they increased their dividend by 10%. So
okay.
You did have fundamental news there. Not sure Exxon.
But I mean, you look, Tesla's down almost 3%, Meta's down almost 1%, Amazon's down almost 2%, Google's down almost 1%. Microsoft's only up 0.5%. Microsoft and Apple both only up 0.5%. Like,
yeah.
Nvidia's down almost 4%, but Nvidia never broke down all the way either. So there's that. Trying to short here again. I think it's going to backfire on us because look at CBD ramping up. I think you're going to get a move up, and then you possibly could get a move back down. But right now, if it breaks this 8, it could go all the way to the top of this fair value gap, which would be right at VWAP. Which 1550 would actually stop me out of this trade and get me back to not horrible on the day, but not good either. So now if we get a good rejection here and come down, get back down to roughly 6106, that would be fantastic. You got 500 orders sitting at 6105. You've only got 384 sitting at 6100 now, which I don't like that.
You do have a candle by candle to the upside forming on the 10-minute. And you do have CVD trending in that direction. Tide is not. I mean, slight push down and put premium, but I mean, it's wildly in favor of the shorts. So,
but these slight moves have been making bigger moves in the market. Is the thing.
Yeah. And that normally coincides with a down trend.
Yeah, I just took that L there. Stopped me out. I had it right at the 13.
If you get a rejection here, for me at 16, I may look to re-enter short on a combine. I think it's a bit too spicy to do XFA right now.
Yeah, I've got XFAs locked, so. You're getting a slight uptick in call premiums here, and volumes trending up a little bit. CBD just broke under negative 2,000 for a second, so let's see what happens there. It did make our H pattern this morning, though. If you look at it, came all the way down, popped up, and came back down H. So it doesn't always continue on H. Sometimes it pops back up, and they seem to be defending the 6,100 level down here pretty strong. So
SPX, we'll keep an eye on that. It's approaching 6,100. It's at 1697. Obviously, that's the big player. So let's see if it rejects 6,100, or if it reclaims it, and then could push higher all the way up to VWAP, which is 6,108.
This is a big spot here. This 13. Call premiums are trending down. Put premiums are not trending up, though. Volume is trending back down. CBD is still coming up, which is getting closer to the zero, which is 15, right at negative 1600 right now. It's been a lot more than that. So, Lord, Lord, have mercy. Still got all those orders sitting at 6105. You got a lot that's sitting at 6111 now, which is 6111 is the bottom of that fair value gap. You got them sitting right on that damn fair value gap, bottom of it. Probably about 600 orders combined if you add them all up there. Well, I don't know, Roy. It seems to want to move up, but hell, it ain't. It's not breaking out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, SPX. Oh, where's your push down? Maybe retest the 8 here.
If it breaks the 8, you got to look for a short, I would think. But you had a big drop in call premiums there. I don't get that. Your put premiums aren't popping on it, but you had a big drop on call premiums. Oh, wow. Look you had a 50 order, 50 iceberg up around 2750 that is still there. See that long line out there? That's showing that's still there. But you had a few come to the downsides. I don't know if looks like they kind of offset from the top to the bottom. So it just depends on how far down they have those others. They don't really have them that far down. I don't think so. Decent rejection here, though. Oh, you're getting your put premiums are popping now. Finally, on the call premiums dropping, so we could get a decent move down here. Do they go down to these 400, 500 orders at 6105? You're seeing more orders at 6100, and the majority of those orders at 6100 are not algos. Over half of them are not algos, which means those orders are probably static, which means they won't be moving around. You say that they still can pull them. Don't get me wrong. We saw it yesterday where they had some static orders and they pulled them. But typically, it's your algos you see that are the ones that are moving up and down nonstop. Because to be honest with you, there's not a person sitting there moving those damn orders back and forth like that.
No.
And if there is, I want to meet that guy because he's a genius. Can you imagine somebody sitting there moving orders nonstop?
No, it's just no.
That'd be a horrible job, wouldn't it?
It's terrible. Like, how would you even? I mean, you'd have to have an operator moving the orders and then somebody telling them where to move the orders because
Right. Take us to 6105. Come on, go hit those orders down there. Let's see what happens at 6105. I want to see it. We did take a short up there, and we are back green. So on the combines, we did take a little ugly hit on them a minute ago, but we could stop them now, being a few $100 up. But if we hit the 6105, we're $1,500 up. So. And the people that asked if Roy Easy, if you're here, yes, I'm 5 lots short at 61.15. I am not going to let this trade turn red on me though, so I'm guaranteed $600 out of it. But it's not really wanting to break down from this damn fair value gap. It's piece of shit. I need to pull a Howie and just take this stuff off my damn chart. Reggie was having to work this morning. We're locked in now. Good job. Make you some bank. Make you some bank. Webull Premium. Your premium. What the hell is this? Introducing Webull Premium, a next level brokerage experience designed to give you more. Discover the sophistication of premium, a meticulously crafted experience providing unparalleled IRA match bonus, improved margin rates, boosted cash API, and access to priority support and other exclusive opportunities. As members, you get 3 additional months free of charge when you subscribe annually for the early access to Webull Premiums. I'm saying it's going to cost money to get Webull Premiums, of course. Exclusive announcement and insights, Webull Premium launches. Early access to Webull Premium before it is available to the public. They do not have a price on the Webull Premium here. Waitlist spots are limited. Don't miss your chance. Sign up now. And it says, join the waitlist. Let's see what the waitlist is all about. There's still no price anywhere on here. So all it says is just, here we go. Let's look at pricing. So that's not for that. That's not really it. So I don't know. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Hey, let's join the waitlist and see what it's about. What do you think?
Yeah.
Join Webull today and start investing. 0 commission, earn up to 40 fractional shares and start investing. It just goes straight to like, hey, we want you to join Webull. I'm already a fucking member of Webull. All right, I'm guaranteed to be back decently green on my position today in these things. Unless it blows through all my stuff here, but we are 3.5 points away from hitting our profit we want. But we are also, let's see, we are about 2 points away from hitting our stop now. So we're actually in the middle. We're 3 points away from our take profit and 2 points away from our stop. Moving against us. Come on, drop it all the way down. Make me feel good about myself. My nap would be a lot better if I finished these up $1,500. Sorry, what was your entry for the short? 61.15, or is it 61.15? Is that right on the 13 EMA?
Yeah, I mean, I was begging earlier when you were away to a retest of this zone and look at it.
How that works, isn't it? It hit my stop. Shit. Came back up. I had my stop up there, so I really want to re-enter this damn short again, but you dirty dog. You hit the damn fair. I had my stop was right at the bottom of that fair value gap. It came up and hit. Well, of course, now it's popping back up to it, so maybe it will. It's very, ever slight uptick in call premiums there. What a move back up now.
That's the 8.
Had 26 icebergs up there. You still got those 50 way up there above 27, about 20, 61, 28. Those icebergs are still there. Seem like they're there for a reason. What the hell is going on here? You had the first Fed bids, 4-week bills at 261.6 million. It's not high. I don't understand why that can't be the only thing that popped it, can it? I see what's moving Apple today. Tim Cook met with Trump in the White House. PGA Tour allowed investors to meet with Trump on Thursday at the White House. There you go. See if we can figure out this PGA Tour Lil deal.
Did you see the video of the indoor golf tournament of Tiger being told he went to his team and was like, "How far do I need?" And they were like 99 yards.
I was watching.
You're watching it?
Yeah. So anybody that does play golf, you can tell somebody's how far are you? Say 99. Well, you don't mean 99 yards. You mean 199. And I don't know. And Tiger went up there and hit a damn gap wedge. I think he's like, I hit my 100-yard club. I'm like, no, 199.
Kim's reaction was hilarious.
Kim is really fun to watch in that.
Yeah.
He's been really good in it. The Tigers team played like shit that day, just so everybody knows. If anybody did watch it, they were horrible that day. It was impressive. So the day before, you had three matches on President's Day. It was pretty much all day TGO, and then you capped it off the next day with Tigers team, and then playing New York with Ricky Fowler.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first one you had Atlanta, which has got Justin Thomas. I forgot the other two's name. Billy Horschel, and there's a couple of them different. They swap in and out. There's, I think, 4 members on each team and 3 play.
Mm-hmm.
So they we were watching it, and I think after 9, Atlanta was down three holes, which is a lot because you only have 6 holes left, and holes don't carry over. So if you tie a hole, it's a tie.
Mm-hmm.
So they were 3 down, and there's a thing called the hammer. If you use the hammer, it doubles the points per the hole.
Mm-hmm.
So Atlanta was perfect how they did their hammer, and they came back and won. Had to go to a playoff, but they won a playoff.
Oh wow!
Came back, and it was probably the most exciting match since they've been doing TGL. And I was like, this is what. And then of course you had a stinker the next night with Tigers team with everybody watching, and it was just a complete blowout. But it's fun to watch. A lot of pure golf purists hate it, which I'm like, just do yourself and enjoy it for what it is.
Right.
It's fun. You get to hear the players are mic'd up. You hear what they're saying. You hear what they're thinking. It's not
taken away. Not taken away from anything. It's just added entertainment.
Oh, the kid that won the tournament, the Genesis, won Tigers tournament this past weekend. He actually played the next day, that Monday, in the TGL. Of course, he was with, I forgot which team he's with. They won.
Mm-hmm.
It was just making hellacious shots. I'm like, gosh damn it, dude! You just played 72 holes.
Yeah,
you walked it. Oh, have you heard Kishner's rant on people? Was it Kishner? I think it is. People complain about slow play in the PGA Tour.
Mm-mm.
He said, "Take your ass out there and walk 7 miles and see if you can do it." He said, "Not only are you walking 7 miles, but then you're having to think about what shot you're doing. You're trying to get the ball in a little hole, and you're trying to do it under par." He said, "I want to see anybody else go out there and do that in less than 5 hours."
Yeah.
He did go on to say, he's like, look, there is some people that, yes, they are playing way too slow, but I don't think it's a problem like people. Golf is not a pay for TV sport.
No.
And they're trying to speed it up where you can't get it. Like for me to go play a 4-hour round, and the golf course is going to be kind of full, so you're backed up a little, but I'm riding a cart.
Mm-hmm.
If we were all walking, our rounds would be 6+ hours.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't play golf, to be honest with you. Or damn sure wouldn't be playing 18 holes. I'd play like 3 call a day. But anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Kistner, like, take your ass out there and walk 7 miles. What he said? He said not only that, he said you got to read greens that are impossible to fucking read. I mean, he's cussing too. He's like, wind blowing, it's changing directions on you. You gotta, if you're in the rough, if you're in the fairway, you gotta do this, this, and other. He's like, hell, it's not a quick sport.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got a good point. I wasn't a big fan of Kisner before, but I like it now. Not much of a golfer myself, but I'm always up for Top Golf and beers. Pretty much what you're seeing TGL is kind of like Top Golf. It's simulated golf. It's really fun to watch. If you don't like golf, and look, they're doing this. I don't know if anybody, we've talked about it here before. The YouTube golfers have made golf popular with younger people, but they don't watch the PGA Tour events because they are so slow and they're so boring, and you don't have access to them. If you're watching the YouTube golfers, hell, you hear them. You hear what they're saying. You hear what they're thinking. It changes everything up. So, oh, we just took a beating on that. So we're actually red again on this damn combines.
Yeah, a little pop here. Getting back to that zone that I had.
Yeah. Let me know when it gets there because I would probably like to short it now.
16 is the bottom of the zone.
Mitch McConnell, I guess, has finally listened. He will not seek re-election.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if anybody's paid attention to Mitch McConnell here lately. He is.
Yeah,
he's done. He should have been done.
Yeah, he's old.
Did you see? So, what kind of bothered me the other day? Bernie Sanders, dumbass. He did not vote for Gabby Taylor, whatever her name is. What's her name?
Tulsi.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard. Not vote for her confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
When she was a Democrat, she actually withdrew from the presidential race to endorse Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And was adamant about taking up for Bernie when the Democrats were pushing him away and doing all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then for him not to vote for her,
yeah,
I thought that was probably one of the shittiest moves. It shows you what Bernie Sanders, he's a piece of shit too.
Yeah.
He's got 4 mansions, but he talks about you shouldn't have money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rusty was telling us about that new simulator in town. We got a few of them here in Oxford that's, I don't know, Trey's probably not watching. We went and played. It's really fun. You got Southern Coop, then you got the back nine of the square. These simulators, they're fun. They're picking up steam.
Mm-hmm.
People are loving it. I'm all for it. I think it's fantastic for golf, for everything. So I'm here for it. Well, I don't know.
Bottom of that zone. I don't know.
Yeah, CBD is not cooperating. Being above the 13 here.
Well,
he said he did attend the Pebble Beach Parade once. It was a blast. Look, if you go I'm not a hockey guy or really, I used to be born in NASCAR where I am now, but if you go to the live events, they're fantastic. Hockey live is phenomenal.
Awesome. Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody's ever been NASCAR. If you go to Talladega, there's a reason they call it the world's largest party because it is a huge. You and 200,000 of your friends are having a blast, and you got to go stay on the infield, stay the whole week. You get there early, you stay the whole week. It is so fun, so fun. NASCAR's on my bucket list for sure. Yeah, I've been to Talladega, I've been to Bristol, and I've been to Atlanta. I actually drove a race car at Atlanta when I worked at Budweiser and met Dale Earnhardt Jr. there. So that was a fun time. That's one of my memories. I got an autographed picture of me and him somewhere. Then I showed Roy. I got a diecast car autograph that he autographed for me. That was actually the car he ran when he ran Daytona the first time after his dad died, the one he won. So I've actually got that car autographed by him. Another thing they tell you, don't meet your heroes. I've been a Dale Jr. fan, and he did not disappoint the slightest bit.
That's awesome.
Budweiser, they're shitty. Budweiser's a lot like damn Frito-Lay with their corporate shit and all that. But we were there, and there's everybody that worked for Budweiser. You had to win it to go out there. And of course, I was one of the ones that won the trip, so I went out there. And they came out, and there was a long line to get in. And the guy came out like, if you have more than one thing to get signed, you will not get in the door. We will ban you. You will go back to your room, and you will not be here the rest of the day. And next thing you know, you see the door sling open. It's Dale Jr. said, "Who the fuck just said that?" And it was the VP of operations of Budweiser that said it. He said it. He's like, "Don't talk to my people like that. They can bring in whatever the hell they want to bring in. I'm gonna sign every damn thing they got. I'll stay here. It's all done." And I was like, "Holy shit, that's pretty cool."
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Hey man, my bad." And he's like, "No." He said, "Dude," he said, "Look," he said, "I understand where you're coming from. Watch your tone when you talk to my fans. These guys worked hard to get here. Appreciate them." I was like, "How about you eat a big fat dick? What you think about them apples?"
Yeah, you got to imagine that the previous Budweiser driver probably positioned them to do that.
Well, no,
I've always heard good things.
I understand. I understood where they were coming from. It was the tone they said it in that I think pissed him off.
Yeah.
It wasn't, "Hey, we're asking you guys not to do this." It was, "Hey, you either do this or you're not getting in. Like, we don't care." He's like, "No, I care. This is my people."
Right.
I don't know. They had he had a Budweiser girl that was his personal Budweiser assistant. And all she did was stand there with a little cooler with Budweiser ice down in it, and would take one out and hand it to him. And then when she would take one out, somebody would bring her another one and put it back in it to replace it. Junior sit there and drank the piss. I mean, he probably drank a 12-pack in, like, when I saw him, it was like 15 minutes. It was like, kill it and throw it away, and then they give him a couple. There wasn't no bullshitting around with it. And when they pulled up, so they pulled up and they pulled it in. You know, everybody does the whole Suburban thing, the blacked out Suburbans.
Right.
Well, when they pulled in, I mean, these Suburban, they came in on two wheels, right? I mean, just hauling ass in. And to nobody's surprise, Dale Jr. was driving the lead car. To his credit, he did not drive the lead car leaving. He did ride when he left, but he drove. Yeah, the NASCAR museum is really cool. Ray said he was rooting for the team, Dale Jr. this weekend. Yeah, that's him and Kelly, and that's his sister. If anybody didn't know, they put in a lot of time and effort to build that team up to where they can try to compete on the NASCAR circuit. And I'm happy for them. I don't know if you saw this. So Dale Jr., there was an older gentleman who passed away, and Dale Jr. did not know this guy, but he had actually bought a car, a Dale Earnhardt car, one that was race driven from like the early 1990s, that he wheeled that car to Dale Jr. on his death.
Oh, wow.
Dale Jr. had no clue. He got a call from the family like, "Hey, our dad passed away." He's like, "I was kind of like, sorry for your dad, all this stuff." He said, "But I didn't know why they were calling me to tell me." Right. Then they told me that he had actually put me in the wheel to get the car. And he said, "It's cool." So they actually took delivery of the car yesterday. And come to find out, so the hood was removed from the car, and they put a replica hood on the car. Dale Jr. actually already owned the original hood that he had hanging in his shop.
Holy cow.
Yeah, the hood. So Dale Jr. had the hood, yes. So they're putting the hood back on the car, on the original car. It's an awesome story. I watched him and Kelly when they took delivery of it, and it was pretty fun to watch and see. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. I like Dale Jr. I'm a huge Dale Jr. fan. So
yeah, I thought it was short.
Yeah, I'm locked in 1,500 on it. So, but I was down. I took a big hit on the first one. So, We're up 700 total right now, 900 total, 1,000 total. So if it hits 6105.25, we actually hit our 1,500 for the day. So close. We've been close before. We hadn't damn hit it. We got within, what was it, 2 ticks earlier and then bounced. And I did get a win on that trade, but then I went back short and got a loss. So we are 2 ticks away now. Come on, hit this damn thing. Hit it. Oh, there's a tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. You bastard. 1 day.
Hey.
Boom. 3 accounts. $4,500.
All right.
That was not to y'all. That was to the market. So now we have, actually, somehow, I had a combine already. We have 4 combines that we made $1,500 each in today. So lock them up.
Lock them up.
Lock them up. Let's log back in over here. We're not going to trade another take profit trader, but this thing is set up to be passed tomorrow. I am excited about the daily payouts. Once you get over your buffer of $1,500, we are, like I said, $107.50 away from passing that. Hopefully, one trade tomorrow gets us that, and that will be done. And then next week, we can start on the pro account with them. One thing about Take Profit Trader, I've told you guys, I'm going to be honest with you about everything about it. I kind of like them. There's one thing I don't like about them. One thing I despise about it, to be honest with you. And I'm hoping I can get over this. Once you get your $1,500, it's locked. But you have an end of the day drawdown in the test account, but then you have a intraday trailing drawdown in your pro and your pro plus. Don't like that. But saying that, my strategy is to take one lot to make $200 to $300 per trade. So I kind of told Roy this. If I can trade that the way I trade I've traded this test account, right? Where I'm averaging, I'm a little over 300 a day now with today's profits, but I was averaging a solid 300 every day. If you can do that in a week, all right, you hit your buffer and it stops trailing. You're done. You're $1,500. Your buffer's there. Now, if you can do it for the next week, well, hell, you just made $1,500 in a week that you can take out. And one pro about Take Profit Trader is when you do a withdrawal, you don't have to request a withdrawal. You're actually withdrawing your money. So you withdraw it, it instantly comes out of your account. As soon as you withdraw it, there's no approval. There's no bullshit. It's instantly out. Within the hour, if you have a debit card attached to it, it is in your bank account.
Wow.
And I did see there is some people that take multiple payouts in a day. They have their buffer. They'll make $400 or $500. They'll take that $400 or $500 out, lock it up, right? And then they'll make $400 or $500 again. They'll take that out, and they keep doing that. And they might have 4 draws in a day where they took $2,000 out, but they didn't. They're not risking what they've already made. They're already taking it out right then. That's a positive,
right? Yeah, that's awesome.
With the new Top Step dashboard, right? We're instant deduction from your account. So let's say I'm up $1,500 right today, right? I want to take half of that out, $750. I could take that half out, lock it up, and it's done. And then that is already out of my account. Ready to keep trading. These firms are getting I like that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that shit a lot. I like it a lot. Roy, I'm looking over here at Tradeovate now, and you know these damn 15-minute orbs automatically drawn. Have you looked at the 15-minute orb where we broke down, then came up back in the orb, then we got that big move? That was about what we were talking about in this zone right here, right? Pretty much, except right here. Well, if you took 39 short, 6102.75 is where it got to. That's a hell of a down move now, bro.
That would have cleaned up some messes for sure.
Yes, sir. Anyway, it's 10:42. I said we weren't going all day. I'm done. I'm fixing to go take some medicine, and I am going to get back into bed. It's still cold as shit. I'm not happy. I'm happy with some of my trading today, not so happy with other parts of my trading today, but it is always fantastic to end on a positive note.
Absolutely. I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So hopefully when you come back Monday, we've lost an account yesterday. We actually did lose one account today. We had one account that was hanging on by a thread. I took a gamble with a couple lots, didn't pay out, so we lost that account. So I think we got 4 here ready to go, so we can gamble on the rest of them. How about that? I'm kidding. It's a joke. Because it costs $150 extra every time, $149 to do these. So anyway, I'm done for the day. Roy, you got anything to add?
All good. All good. Be careful out there. Don't get married to any direction.
I thought you were going to say don't get married. I'm like,
Don't get married.
Right.
Yeah, random advice, right at the end. Everybody appreciate all the patience this week, and we'll see you guys next week. Happy trading.
Happy trading to you guys.
All right. Bye.